Hello, hello. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Twitch chat, YouTube chat. It is quite a sunny, warm spring day in Stockholm, and it is a new spring campaign as well in about 20 minutes in the game. Welcome everybody to the stream. Apparently, title not updated on Twitch, but I can maybe fix it. Hello, Jokalizer, welcome. Are you guys excited? This one is a little bit out of the blue, it feels like. Nadeo have been rather consistent with their release times, but now they just said, April 15th, let's run it. Typically, it's always been the first of the month. So people have come to expect Troll Cup of the Day, some people have come to expect a lot of other things for the first with the campaigns, but no ranked reset either. Guys, to the people who noticed like lags in the recent streams, I looked a little bit into that. Thing is, there might still be lag issues because I basically was able to narrow it down to my internet itself, but I'm not sure I'm able to get better internet. So we'll see if it holds. Please bear with me if it's a little choppy sometimes. It's a chopped stream. And as people are saying, yeah, some news, right? I did a video about the world records in the winter campaign where we talked about shortcuts that hadn't been done and impossible ones. 8 minutes ago on Brazil, Twist beat the world record in a shocking turn of events 20 minutes before the leaderboard closes. Presumably with the double cut, we do have to take a look. Insane stuff to clutch up this close to the deadline. Saitovi, the Gorek, Rozzy Rosburn, and Vibester, thank you guys. Giuliano's gotta be upset. I mean, it's not the first time he's lost a campaign record on the last day. I remember doing something similar to him in the winter 2024 campaign, alas. Scroogy, how have you watched 65 streams in a row? That makes no sense. That's unbelievable. Guys, should we take a look at the record? Twist, and this is, mind you, 20 minutes before the deadline of the map closes. After that, the leaderboard would be closed on the map forever. He goes for this reactor through the crowd, which keeps dry tires, Giuliano's wet tires, and he gets overtaken immediately. Twist also faster on the water bounces and can therefore bug slide through here. It's not the best bug slide the world's ever seen. It's a little wobbly, but he has a lead of, I'm gonna guess, 0.6. Sets up wide. The most important thing though is this bounce right here through the checkpoint triangle. He landed on the left. He could go around. He could do the little, yeah, he failed this one yesterday. But now he has more speed, so he gets past the little leaf bump. And that is gonna be fast enough. Now, nerves here have got to be at an all-time high. We don't see Giuliano yet. The Twist hesitated in that turn, and he's going very wide here, but it's enough to stay ahead. Dario FR, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. You're here just in time for the new campaign. Also, Yeet, thank you for the 6 months. It was amazing to meet all the pros and on yourself a DreamHack. Appreciate the time you guys took for the fans. And it's of course part of the fun of being there. It's to meet everybody and say hello. I'm happy you came up and said hi. Oak staffing with a tier 2 as well. Guys, this is a comparison. Giuliano about 0.6 behind after the first shortcut. But Giuliano had such a good second shortcut. Like, look how clean this jump looks just visually. Straight down to the checkpoint, small bug slide tap, and go. Can't really get better than that, but Twist took the checkpoint from the other side. And so he's still that 0.6 ahead, and it ends up being 0.25 or so in the finish. He beat it, yes, 8 minutes ago, Vase. So for the campaign discovery, I feel like we gotta do Twist justice and add a little tack on at the end. Mejidas asks with 5 euros, thank you for the super chat. Are there any plans to offer more tickets for Red Bull faster? It was sold out so quickly. I know. And I am sorry to say that I don't know if there's going to be more tickets. Sometimes with events, you know, people sell their tickets like 2 days before when they find out they can't go or something. That might be something to hope for. Last year, there were some that were offered on the Trackmania Reddit. But the venue capacity is what it is, and all the tickets that are up for sale have been sold. So there's not going to be like a extension to the venue. I don't think we can. Because they're planning like a light show there and stuff. Koitan Batsu and Hack Jaff, thank you guys for the huge resubs. Bubble and Benji as well. And J-Dubs, thank you for the 15 months. How late does the new campaign release? You can see the timer on the winter campaign banner. It's in 16 minutes. 16 minutes left. Unfortunate for Giuliano, yeah. No, but I mean, Twist, you could say like, it's of course unfortunate it's the last second, but Twist did go for the best strategy. Guys, we have some new screenshots, some leaked screenshots. I will see if I can find on the Trackmania eSport Twitter, I believe it was. So we have this, first of all, showing some of the maps. Spring 26, a few days away. Which past campaign maps or identities do you think are making a comeback? Here's a sneak peek at 3 more maps: Australia, Hungary, and South Korea. Now this first one, I can already tell you what it is. I recognize this one. Maybe you do too if you watched a lot of Trackmania esports. This is the map Agility Dash. At least the identity. We don't know about the rest of the track, but the obstacle part here. Trackmania Agility Dash. So we know that this is going to be a remake. Specifically, I can just go straight to the portion that is the remake itself, which is the ending. The map is very long, so I hope it's not the entire map. Like, we're still not at that part. The part is here. This is the what you're seeing in the screenshot. You drive on plastic, here's the kangaroo, you drop down, and then you keep driving on plastic through, and then the finish is over here. This is Agility Dash. So that one's in there, and it looks like the ending is true to the original. This map, I was contemplating a lot what it could be. The loop is unfamiliar to me. And then it looks like it's dirt outside and then down a road something. I'm blanking. I mean, we can tell this is like Hungary with the traditional clothing and stuff, but I don't know what this map is. We'll see. It's one of the Elite Cup ones. And this one. Oh, it bothers me that I don't remember this. Because so this is the South Korea map. Now, I think it's a remake as well, because this drift around the checkpoint, down around here, and through the... This looks so familiar. It looks so familiar, and I just cannot pinpoint exactly what it is. It's basic, so maybe it's just resembling things I've played before, but... This feels like an early competitive map. I'm thinking Trackmania Grand League 2020 around. I went back and looked at a lot of maps. I couldn't find this. So I'm not sure. But I always like the challenge of trying to find out what the remakes are. And then they showed a couple more screenshots. They showed this, where you can see the other 2 Elite Cups. One of them is Germany, which has like a dirt start into something. And then the Canada one, which has some icy stuff. Curious. There's also more screenshots, I think, if we scroll a bit further. They did show some stuff, but struggling to find it at the moment. But then no insights yet on... Oh wait, here's some more screenshots. Okay, so this is Canada in higher quality. Cannot immediately tell what this is supposed to be. The Germany one, not enough details, I don't think, to make it out. Uh-huh. This is also the Germany one. I mean, this looks like ice, no? This transition here is ice. So why have we got ice into a turn like this? This looks terrible to drive. This looks terrible to drive. But okay. I mean, let's, yeah. I'm also... Oh! No, I know the map. I know the map. Guys, this is a deep pull. Trackmania Grand League 2021. Hang on. Did they do onboards back then? Was it in the finals? Look at this, guys. Young Virtual. Circles. It's called reversing the map. I don't think it was in the finals. Bicycle. Slalom. Yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, you can kind of see it here, but not really. Oh, I know. Okay, this is a bit of a bad pull, but I know it actually. Trackmania, Riola versus Link. They play this map. That's the first map, no? No, it's Arctic. Was it the elimination map? Yeah, here. Okay, guys, so finally I found it. Sorry about all this. So, wait. Do you see this grass downhill into ice with the booster? It's here at the end of the map. I clicked the button. It's here. You jump up, there's this quarter pipe thing. And then you have grass downhill, backward speed slide, into ice turnaround. This is the one. This is the one. Pretty sure. Doesn't that look similar? You couldn't drive this forward, so it wouldn't make any sense. Why did Riola cheat when you could drive like that in a final? I can't remember if he won or lost to Link. I think he barely won. Had you realized? No, I just tried to picture driving it forwards and it didn't look good, and then I noticed the backwards pillars on the speed slide. So this is reversing. Oh my. This song already? That's a bit early. Wait, there's more pictures of Canada. This picture gives me nothing. I am not able to deduce anything from this. Wait, I am. Oh, I just saw. Notice this? This turnaround right here? This is, slalom. Carl Jr. won 2021 World Cup on this. So the World Cup final VOD we pulled up, this was the winning map. Right here. You see the ice uphill now that I was pointing out? Sharp turnaround. This, for beginners, is very hard to drive, mind you. It's very hard to drive. Young Carl, top right. Why are they remaking maps? I think it's kind of nice, no? It's a bit like in other esports where you're used to seeing Dust 2 or Mirage or whichever track. Some of them become iconic, some of them have good obstacles. Pre-prac advantage. Yeah, some people already, know what to expect with these ones. I also hope that, like, what I hope with the maps is that you can keep the same end obstacle, but that the entire driving before is different. Soul Reaper, thank you for 4 months. You're excited for the new campaign? So am I. Thank you, Chocomilch. Thank you, Blank Space was taken. Petter Martin, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you, Donovan and Lackey and Marius Högholm. Thank you, Dummy. Peter again, gifting 2 subs. I appreciate that so much. 65 streak for Sir Lord Bob as well. You guys have crazy streaks. How do you guys have such streaks when I stream so infrequently? Like, your streak must go back to the time of the pyramids. Still in your grass clothing phase? Dude, these are so comfortable. These are so comfortable. If I dress like a patch of grass, so what? So what? Did I see Twist beat Brazil? I did, yeah, we watched the run. It's like Call of Duty nostalgia with baiting the same maps over and over. True, they do that as well, yeah. Brazil map received a new cut, yeah. We saw it, Birdie, it's incredible. I can show it one more time if you guys haven't seen it. Why does my sweater have a lake in the middle? It's quite a beautiful design. I'll show this one more time if you guys haven't seen. I mean, I made a recap video of this yesterday, and we saw that Twist unfortunately didn't manage to do the shortcut. He's very behind on the start, but it's all to skip wet tires. And when you water bounce with dry tires, it bounces a lot quicker than with wet tires. So at this point, after bug sliding, he is half a second ahead, give or take. And then still, you have to hit this shortcut. It's not enough to drive normal way. And what happens is that Twist lands to the left of the checkpoint, so he's able to grab it this way, go out left, and then drop down here. This is a nice backup / recovery if you fly too far to the side. It's also arguably faster. It's the fastest shortcut outcome you can get. But it's really cool that he got this in the run as well, that it wasn't just same rest. Like, the driving was a little sketchy, but he got the cuts better. And I mean, a small salute to the spectators that succumbed to this run. Twist didn't care at all. He wanted the fastest time, even if it meant a prison sentence. Like, it's fastest way only. Fastest way only. New campaign in 5 minutes or 1 hour and 5 minutes? 5 minutes left only. Fisky Prop, thank you for gifting a sub. I appreciate that. Green timer for the campaign. Of course, of course. You're hoping for an actual 08? I'm hoping for an actual 08, a regular tech track. I'm hoping for a wood map. I'm hoping for something a bit obstacle-y, like pipe driving. I'm hoping for a remake of something fun, something I haven't seen in a while. And then, of course, for the competitive maps. I'm hoping the auto times are not impossible. Hoping for a snow car map? Not really. Not really hoping for snow car. The comp maps are kind of hard. I've heard people were struggling for golds even on the campaign a lot. Has that been your experience? Brazil gold medal has been your main enemy this campaign? Because Brazil auto time for me was really difficult, and I have 15,000 hours. And this auto time was hard, man. So yeah. The black track author times from now on are probably never gonna be the same in terms of difficulty. But guys, let's do an intro for the YouTubers so that Buckley can speedrun editing this. So we'll wish him the best of luck. Welcome everybody to another official Trackmania campaign. It is spring. Last season we saw the map's style change forever with the Vista update, and with 2 minutes left until the new one releases, we're expecting similar beautiful aesthetics. There's 25 maps in total. I'm going to try to beat all the author times and show you guys how I beat them, but you should note that they do get progressively harder and harder. The last 5 are competitive tracks now. They're played in the esports circuit, so they might be very difficult to beat. But let's get into it. The campaign is out in just 2 minutes. Cool. Don't need more than that. Just a simple one take. When I record intros off stream, guys, it takes me 25 takes. It's like, hello guys, hello, welcome to, what? Hello YouTube, hi. It takes me so long. But then when you're live and you just have to do it, it's easier. It's a lot easier. You want to see the lost takes? I mean, I've gotten angry complaints from my editors like, you gotta get better at talking, bro. You gotta get better at talking because I'm tired of cutting out the failed takes. I'm closing my game now so that I can instantaneously boot up when the new campaign is out. That was my plan. That was my plan. Lazy editors, no, but you have a certain expectation of your streamer to be able to talk cohesively. Ice 2.0 is out. They released Ice 2. I have not seen this announcement. Did we see Twist on Brazil? Yes. Yes, we did. Alright guys, 1 minute. I still have my game closed. Wouldn't it be funny one time to go back and play the original Ice? Mediocre, thank you for gifting a sub to EJK. Thank you Toxin, thank you Empire, thank you Pinku. Guys, if I miss some alerts during the discovery, I hope you understand. It is going to be mostly focusing on the driving. Mr. Mew, thank you for the 2 months. I'm booting the game right now. Not sure if a game reset was necessary, but sometimes it is. Why are you not playing the new campaign? It released 1 second ago, bro. It released a million... Like, are you from the future? Software update for Open Planet, remind me later. Oh, I should have clicked install now. I'm probably never gonna do it. Yeah, I'm getting honked at because I'm so late. We're late. We're late, we're late. Hippo Biker, thank you for the 2. Tier 2. Alright, we're inside the game. So, Spring 2026. The thumbnail, though, ironically, or the banner here, is of a winter campaign map, so whoever did this at Nadeo, that is a little, little strange. They're 1 campaign late with the picture. Map 01. World record by Nadeo. We're starting with a grass map this time around. And 5th gear. Okay, that should be holdable throughout the turn. You can get platform grip there. And then, if you guys don't know and you're completely new to Trackmania, we have the mechanic called air braking. So, on these drop downs where you get air time, you can tap brake once in the air while holding accelerate all the time. Don't let go of accelerate. And that will be faster. And then I think you can maybe do some tricks to avoid the penalty grass there. We're also doing something called speed sliding. Also, I'll introduce this immediately. Instead of just driving straight line on the grass, you can see I'm losing a lot of speed towards my PB. Try to just have the skid marks behind the car overlap very gently. Like, I'm trying to get a just barely sliding angle all the time. That's faster than driving in a straight line. That is map 1. Let's go next. Buckley with the huge 1 viewer raid. Thank you, Buckley. Incredible. Map 02. And we have dirt. So we're probably gonna have the surfaces introduced. Sort of like intro credits to a show. In this episode, we have dirt. This feels more advanced, although it's kind of a straight line map than most O2s. Even with this, I beat the Ultramel by 1 second. It shouldn't give you too many troubles. But again, I would think about air control. You don't have to air brake on any of these jumps in the beginning though. Here I speed slide again, steering a lot. It's faster than driving in a straight line. And then in the end, you might have seen this already, but there is a fancy. You can jump here and gain more time. Gonna take that time for now, go next. Can't get auto time there because of the end. It did seem possible with the margin to just drive very slowly. But yeah, the jump will make you a lot faster. Map 03, we're in the winter vista. And we have, is this Everest but flat? We have snow reactor sliding as 03. Yeah, we gotta claim royalties here. They took some inspiration. Snow reactor, so this is already quite advanced. I'll try to explain what's going on. On this, you want to first steer left. When the car is sideways, steer right. If you over angle, you have to release accelerate while holding steering. Releasing accelerate is the only way to straighten the car. Like, don't stop steering, just release accelerate. So, one more time. I like the map though. It's a cool idea to have this in an official campaign. So yeah, one more time. Wait, why am I so fast now? Just release accelerate. Ultramel is the goal, you can get it almost with an entire respawn. Well, I try for cuts if I see any, yes, but typically on the first maps they're too simple for there to be shortcuts, so I'm gonna see on the later maps if we can spot anything. And we have a proper tech map here, I think. As map 4. Oh, this is kind of cute. No, this is a remake, or? That ending is so much like a Trackmania 2 Stadium map. But it's the start? Is the start the same? Is this, so bad at the numbers in Trackmania 2? Yeah, it has to be, right? Let me double check, I do like getting the remakes correct. Quick, Trackmania 2 world records. Playlists. Stadium world records. And I'll tell you when I see the map. It's not A09. A10? Wait, it's 1 minute. No, it's not this one. Oh, the audio's messed up. It's A05, or? A06. This is the one. No? A04. Okay, the start is different. But this is the map I'm thinking of. It doesn't look a lot like it. But the end, I thought the end does. You see this? The last turn was a little similar. Okay, I digress. I think there is some inspiration anyway. To get a good time here. Well, you can almost full speed the start. I would just release. And here you can full speed again. The end you have to drift though, or? No, you just release. Yeah, this entire thing is full speed, guys, I just realized. With small release taps. So it's more like a NASCAR map. I just saw the last turn and got excited, but I haven't seen that map in a few years. No remake here, I think this is original. Gotta be honest with ourselves, guys, this is not a remake. Cool track, though. Let's go next. Map 05, we haven't seen ice yet, and just aesthetically they're not adding ice here. This is a dirt track. A speed slid on the start to get 4th gear early. Down the outside of the dirt, speed slide again. And what do we have for a finish? Wobbles. 2 seconds out of the AT first run. Again, it should be okay if you just don't crash. And another piece of advice I'd give is, for maps like these that are this simple, try your best to never really let go of accelerate. Except from in the very sharp corner there. Like here, just be brave. You might crash, but this entire portion is full speed. Don't crash, yeah, no. It's bad advice, but it's also like... There's not much more to it when the gap is so big, 2 seconds. There's a gear you can keep there. Get a bit faster. There's probably gonna be a massive no slide line here though. For world record pace. I don't really know. Those are the white maps. Let's go green. Well, was one of the white maps green? Like in color? Don't know. We have plastic. So congratulations to Solivagant and Hobbit for the world record. Truly remarkable stuff. Looked like a tiny shortcut might be possible there, actually. Almost drove that on accident in the first run. It's kind of fun to do these waves. Pretty basic layout again. Lord Quacked? I mean, Lord Quacked on plastic? Haven't really seen it. Oh, I mean, again. Again, I'm forgetting where to go. But it might be that, it's just you have very low speed afterwards. I'm doubting the idea, guys. No shortcut, I don't think. Like, if we're struggling to beat author time, it's probably not it. Let's try without. Yeah, especially because if you go above, you get 4th gear. Should remove the credibility of the idea completely. Maybe though. We'll leave it at a maybe with that one. Let's go next. They must have known, well, of course. I do actually think Nadeo sometimes leaves shortcuts in on purpose or don't look for shortcuts when they map test. Because there are some that are like very suspicious in how they work. And you think surely they would have thought of that. Almost surprising that they haven't. This is more what I wanted. Like this type of map, guys, is so good for ranked. It's so good for hunting as well. Here you can learn to drift. If you don't know, for these sharp corners, how to drift. You start by holding full steer for half a second or so towards the corner. And then you add brake at the... well, about the end of the turn, honestly. Like, full steer and add brake. It's a beautiful map too, yeah? Such a simple map, true. So one more time. You full steer. Once the wheels are fully sideways, you can add brake. Here again. Full steer. Once the wheels are sideways, add brake. Now I'm gonna go sharper because I didn't do that last time. Drift earlier here so I have more space for this one. More inside here so I can drift earlier through here. And the best line might be to just jump towards the finish. It might also be that you drive up the outside of the last hill. I'm not really able to tell. But this is just fun to hunt, I think. Almost no matter your skill level, you can get some enjoyment out of this. Whether it is to learn drifting for the first time or like optimize your drifting. I think it's cute. I like it. And now map 08. It's going downhill. That's a plus. Last time, they thought we wouldn't care. But we did. We said, please, Nadeo, you might not understand our reasons, but we want a downhill map, and we got one. We got one. I think an up and downhill map with a reactor. I mean, the degen community has never felt better about a map. And the hunters are all there. Like Blood that you see on the leaderboard, for example. He has hunted previous campaign downhill maps for over 100 hours. Ludda that you see has built an entire downhill campaign in the game. Many downhill campaigns in the game. Cam as well hunts these, that like the degen community are eating good this campaign. What a track, guys, what a track. Best pattern, by the way, I will have no idea, but I'm trying to get good speed in the start by releasing in the downhill. And then you can use air brakes to land a bit more stable. And also steering left and right helps. Try to build good speed and get any type of good flight you can. Probably something in the end here to be done as well for a zoop. But we'll go next. Spring 09 now. We're in the canyon. Like I said last campaign, this is gonna be the new standard visuals for the game. Like when Nadeo adds something like this with the different vistas, they definitely plan on using it. So we're gonna get used to this, but it still feels very fresh to see these aesthetics. I like it. I guess it's some blocks though, like the grass block feels like it doesn't fit in with this environment. Ice really feels like it matches. It's a bit plus minus for now. But yeah, another okay optimal here. For optimizing, you gotta avoid sliding on the dirt and the sand because you're too slow. In this grass uphill you can slide. Also on the plastic here, and I think the ice and guys is a slide. Because you can get I mean, way too complicated really for discovery, but you can get a ice speed slide towards the finish. Not something you need to think about. If optimal is the goal, just drive straight line to the finish. But this seemed possible. So this, I got fourth gear early. Inside line. Out. I threw. I want to do one more with the ice slide and to see if it's faster. Yeah, if you climb this hill early enough, guys, you can get fourth gear here. And that would make you a lot quicker. Something to go for if you're hunting. Build a ton of speed and then... Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Will there be a top 0.1% this campaign? I think I might want to go for it, yeah. I mean, there's going to be quite a lot of stuff with Red Bull Faster for the rest of the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Top 0.1% with the snow car. Oof, I don't know. Can we do top 0.1% but not this map? This cute pickup truck I thought had been fully forgotten. I thought Nadeo were focused on their environments instead. We're bringing back the snow car. Did I tell you guys that I saw the snow car in real life recently? I was traveling and I was by the beach, and before I knew it, there was someone in Menorca that had a real life replica of the snow car. It's an unbelievable picture. I'll show you guys as well if you haven't seen it. Like, I was standing there, just my jaw dropped. Right there. By the water. It was the snow car. And you can tell it's a 1-to-1 replica. This is not just any pickup truck. Like, they really paid attention to the details to get such an accurate replica of the snow car. It's incredible. Like, some people have these passion projects where they just, you know, really want it to look exactly original. So yeah, that was a unique experience. But yeah, to get fast time on this map, especially if you're a keyboard player, I would strongly recommend binding action keys. Those let you limit your steering range, because basically just think of it this way, that sharp steering movements on the snow car are gonna eat your speed. So I'm throughout the run just pressing action key 3, action key 4, which limit my steering, and I'm just very gently tapping. That's the first 10 alternatives. Also, yeah, Copra, I tried to fix, I don't know what's the thing, but yeah. I'm recording it, so the recording will look okay. But yeah, Twitch chat, if you're struggling with the FPS, you can watch on YouTube. It should be better. I don't know. It's my internet, I'm pretty sure. My game is very smooth. I did some test recordings earlier today. Everything's smooth. It's just an internet problem. And I called my ISP and they said, have you tried turning it on and off again? So I turned it on and off again like a good boy, and nothing worked. Nothing worked any better when I went live. So yeah, no, we'll see. We have a multi-lap map for map 11. And this one is high speed also. Like this one? Yeah, this is quite nice, guys. This is a full NASCAR track. It doesn't look like real-life NASCAR, but in this game when we say NASCAR, we mean map where typically releasing accelerate is faster than drifting. You will know that that's the case because you have very high speed and very sharp turns. So it looks like the first turn here was full speed. And you can get a way better line than I did. And typically you want to just do racing principles like set up wide, release and follow the apex if you can. This one is a slide. There is no way around it. But then here, you release. And this one, if you have to, you release. Also only 2 laps, I quite like that. Last campaign we had one that was 4 laps. And it was a bit much. 2 laps is good enough. I. Let's crash. And yeah, it's a cool map. Let's go next. Ooh. Map 12. Rally. Guys, you will not believe it, but the other day I saw the rally car. I was walking by the beach, and before my eyes, someone had made a real-life rally car replica. True to the original. You might say this looks a lot like the snow car one. They are pretty similar, but like, it's right there. I'm kidding. Okay, back to the... Wow, just made me think of that crazy experience I had by the beach. So here, guys, on my note of action keys, big recommend for the rally car is action key 2. The car on keyboard just works really well in action key 2 and 3. And then through the dirt. It kind of makes sense, though. We didn't have a lot of alt cars last campaign. And Nadeo likes to bring them back here and there. So we have to abide by their rules. So here I just do action key 2. If the car is not sliding, then you're doing it correct. If the car is sliding, you're doing it less optimally. I wouldn't say wrong, but less optimal. Sometimes sliding is correct. Did crash here, but I think author time's still beatable with a crash. Ow. Maybe not that one. It should be okay. I already forgot the end, but... Action key 2 again, and... yeah. That's author time on 12. Let's go next. Alright. Corny already got a reactor flight on 08. It's been 20 minutes, bro. 20 minutes and we have a reactor on 08. I guess we'll check that out. We have bobsleigh for now on map 13. Ooh, and this is strange. I like it. Icy reactor bobsleigh. This used to be a very common problem for Nadeo. They'd place bobsleigh and reactor together. And then every single bobsleigh map would just be broken. I would not be shocked if it happens again. Consider me very surprised if this one as well gets some type of reactor trick. But yeah, here for the bobsleigh, there's more advanced inputs nowadays. But the very basic strategy you can go for is action key 2 at the start of a turn, like here. Action key 1, rather, at the start of a turn. And then action key 4. 1 and then 4. For keyboard. Gains a bit towards full steering. On controller, you just smooth steer. Not too advanced. Can do one more run though. So 1 and 4. Gotta keep as much speed as you can for bobsleigh because the surface doesn't really accelerate you on its own. That's the main thing going on here. I have 4th now, which felt important, but a bit wide. I'm not a bobsleigh whisperer anymore, but I'll take that time. Let's go next. Should we watch the 08 record already? It's already a 21. And the campaign just released 20 minutes ago. Okay, so well, the start looks very simple. You know, that's a good time. That is a very good strategy and a very good time. It's not that wicked, but it's a nice trick. It does worry me a bit that the map doesn't seem like it can go that much further. But yeah. Map 14. We have dirt. And low speed dirt at that. Engine off and reset. Okay. So some elements going on, not too much to worry about. Shouldn't change your approach that much. Just know with engine off you can't speed slide. So no sliding engine off is faster. That might come in as a trick. That's good. And then sharp. Yeah, so here you would just no slide. And it is always tempting to go inside line for these things, but if you can keep fourth gear throughout all that, it might be worth to go outside. I really still struggle knowing if it's inside line or outside. I got this one with a touch. Not my best run. I went outside dirt. The goal should be to keep fourth gear here though. So if you keep fourth, you're fine. Land a bit on the right side and then, yeah, try to keep fourth in the end too. Is this a remake? No, can't be. It's too strange, I think. And this is really something I was hoping for, some obstacle-y thing. Okay, we're going here. This looks like a bonk up map, no? Engine off. It's fully symmetrical. Bog slide here, I think we have. And more engine off, okay. This one you can skip the wall hit though. The wall hug. And finish. Yeah, this is cute. I like it. Could there be some engine off skips going on? Some bounce? I don't see it. Maybe there's even a way to skip this first wall hug. Can do a little trick there. And this? I think a small bug slide tap should be good. And then, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can go like... This is better in the end. Some stuff to experiment with. I beat Carl Jr., so I'm happy with my time. Let's go to the next one. Any plans to hunt? I am considering doing like a top 0.1% thing again. Map 16. Okay, we've seen map 16s with these reactor walls before. But nothing like this. Yeah, this is unique. And then we're upside down now. Okay, this might be the first like serious jump in difficulty. Especially if this has a good author time too. Because it's so strange. Okay. Are you guys disoriented yet? Because I'm a bit. Yeah, we got a turn. 180 turn on the wall. And I got 49 seconds, I got silver. Do I remember a single thing? I think there's a chance, guys, we can bug slide this turn. It almost lines up. It's close. And I think to not fly out, you have to go wide there. Went the wrong way here. This one, no, because the exit is too, it's not sharp enough. Down here, up the last thing, and... yeah, 43 almost. Okay, so this is a strong auto time. Let's see what we can optimize. It went left in the start, and I'm gonna try this now. Okay, this exact attempt was not faster. Ah, we can almost fly. There's gonna be a flight, I think, for the record. And maybe that bug slide on the start too. It's really cute. Yeah, I think that's faster. Like minus 40, but with 30 less speed, it still should win. You guys are welcome to agree or disagree, but to me it seems that way. Because I have reactor there, can I go inside line? Of course. 1,000th away from it. Honestly, I don't mind. I get to play it again. A bit bad. I want to get a proper one. Just that. No, I mean it's... you gotta avoid the penalty too. But overall map design on this one, I'd say really good. I cannot remember a campaign map I've seen that feels or looks like this one, so there's a big plus on creativity for the builder here. Feels quite interesting to drive to. The turns are difficult, but kind of nice. And yeah, the clue there, guys, is if you drive that part there very quickly, you can get pulled down the last hill on the inside, which gets you a lot of time gains. Betting Maniac world record? I think like Pustito Paco or something with a reactor flight. Map 17. If we're betting world records, I'd immediately say Dexter, but let's see. Do we have the return of Sausage Tech? Everyone's beloved track style. It seems just like a full Sausage Tech map, okay. Yeah, this is really not everyone's favorite. It's quite the opposite. I think if you look at which style of track causes the most uninstalls, it's this one. Not the snow car, not the rally car, but it's Sausage Tech. And it's a style I really like, actually, so my taste is not perfect. But for this one, guys, the main thing you gotta think about is which side of the block you want the car to be on for each turn, and typically it is the inside line. So here, we're going from outside to inside. I go up the hill, and now I gotta switch to the inside. If I'm on the outside down this hill, I have problems. Go back on the inside. I see it's a long turn, I stay on the inside. Here I gotta switch. So that makes sense. Inside again, of the middle of the block. Like whichever way the turn goes, just try to be on the inside and you'll do okay. And the maps are typically designed in a playable way. Like, if you play a random map challenge and you get a Sausage Tech map, it could be anything. But in campaign, you trust and hope that the mappers knew what they were doing. Also, yeah, guys, you're not the first to say the lag thing. I don't know what it is, but can't do much about it right now. This has to be something. Okay, guys, lock in. Let's see if we can figure out the remake. This has got to be something. Oh, it's so Nations Forever. No? I think this is a remake. The loop. Loop? On a tech map? The sausage roads make it a bit harder to tell. Not getting anything yet. This is a little familiar. This road is different. Maybe it is not a remake at all. It feels so much like one. Yeah, it feels, this start feels so much like a remake. This drift too, guys. Just feels like old tech. I really like the map. I cannot be Nations EWC. Or? This loop is also so old school, like... That loop, if this is a remake, puts the map in like... between 2006 and 2010. But this ending... This ending makes me doubt. People just had different styles back then. You can sometimes tell with music, you know? You hear some drum pattern or some synth and you instantly think, oh, that's the 80s. It's a bit like that with Trackmania mapping. Damn, yeah, people used to love that transition or this block combination or whatever back in a certain time. But sometimes people also make tribute songs, right? In music, they make things that sound like the 80s, even if it's modern. So that's what I don't know here. Is this a tribute to the old school, or is this a replica of the old school? It's a quite strong author time. Also, again guys, super annoying with the lag. I don't know what it is. I will not attempt tech support with thousands of people. I already attempted earlier today. So I guess after today's stream I'll just run a bunch of test streams on second channel and figure out what's going on, but can't stop mid-discovery. Treat it as an audiobook if it's unwatchable. I am sorry to say. I'm local recording though, so the VOD will be up and that should be fine. The lag is because you're streaming on YouTube at the same time. Many streamers have had the same problem. Bro, I've been multi-streaming to YouTube for 2 years. 3 years even. And this has happened the last 3 streams total, all time. I think I would have noticed by now if that was the problem. I think I would have noticed. And it's the same with every, like, suggestion you guys are gonna have tech-wise. I think I've probably tried it. If you're very smart about streaming, you can send me a DM, but the most obvious things I've already checked. I did turn on and off my router. I did call my ISP. This turn I already forget. And here... Very sharp drift this last one. I kind of failed it, but still got the AT. Think you saw a cut? Yeah, I saw the loop, right? The problem is I think the barrier's in the way, but how sick it would be if you could jump through. Maybe. If this were to be a remake, guys, I'm kind of clueless. I'm kind of clueless. We could look a little bit at TMX, but the problem is if you haven't played a map and you don't have any anything that like it reminds you of a mapper or a time or anything like that, then it is very hard to place what it could be. I mean, it's not Light Force. You can maybe narrow the search a bit by putting the length at 45 seconds. Yeah, it's not Somewhere I Belong. No. It's not. It doesn't have a loop. I mean, most maps don't have a loop. End of Time has a loop. Or Amity, thank you for gifting 5 subs. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's not Leave It Behind. It's not any of these maps. Not Avatar. Does Silence have a loop? No. It could, I mean, it's too advanced for nations, no? I will let this one turn in the back of my head a bit, and we'll see if we find the remake. Let's go next. I know it's not End of Time Final, yeah. It looks so old school though. Could also be some like early World Cup map or something. They've done that with World Cyber Games one time. Alright guys, we have the desert car now. You guys are not gonna believe it, but the other day when I was walking, saw something that very closely resembled the desert car. It might have been a coincidence. It might have just been a coincidence, but some cars in real life do look like this one. So, just saying. Yeah, with this one, guys, we might also have a very difficult author time, which 59 doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I think that should be an okay author time. The desert car, it functions a bit differently from snow car and rally. Here it's all about being flat. If you smooth steer, then the car will kind of stay on 2 side wheels. However, if you tap at a specific rhythm, then the car will go back down to flat in between your steering taps. So tapping steering, it looks weird, it looks jagged, but that is the best playstyle for this car. Tap, 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 tap. You can also use action keys to make your taps a bit smoother. And it's very easy to overturn the car. Call that an ankle twister when you like go into a turn and then lose all your speed. In the curves, it makes it easier for you to steer. And I'm hoping that just a crashless... No. Crashless run would be enough, which honestly is going to be pretty close. Like with a wide turning crashless run, you're almost not beating the author time. You are, but it's right there. Unless I made some bigger mistakes. I mean, I slow down a lot here. You could probably do that better. So yeah, if we're thinking towards like projects like top 0.1% or top 100s, hunting this is gonna be interesting. Might be a good good learning experience. Open-mindedness is important when it comes to these things. And it's honestly a pretty easy desert car map after the start. Like, this all feels so smooth. You have plenty of time, just tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. And auto time. The best input device for desert is controller, but keyboard is very good. Steering wheel is arguably the worst. Map 20. We see some full speed players in the records. I think that is because we have a full speed map. World record 3 seconds faster than that. Yeah, Rinta, the world record, is the best desert car player in the world. That is why he's so far ahead. Yeah, we have proper full speed as well. It might have some Nadeo quirks on it though. They always like to throw a little something into the mix. I thought it was side then middle, but it's just straight middle. Oh my. Engine off, okay. That is a very intense map, but I also like it. Author time a 45.3, okay. Probably, honestly, strong author time. So here guys, we mentioned speed slides on dirt. They exist on road too. They're a lot more precise on road. You won't get away with just sliding. You have to slide at very specific angles for road to be faster. And to make matters even more complicated, that angle changes depending on your speed. But a good rule of thumb is that at 500 speed, you want about 50% overlap. And if you're faster than that, you want more overlap. If you're slower, you want less. Thinner line in the middle, basically. That's author time. So maybe I can show you. Like, I didn't do it properly here, but if you look at the skid marks behind my car, we're at 400 speed. We should have a very thin line. This is not thin enough. Only at the later half of the turn is it enough. Now here, 500, it should be about 50%. Again, pretty bad. So you can get this auto time with mediocre speed slides, but if you want to perfect them, maybe actually just watch World Record Ghost and try to get the same overlaps. That's the first 20. Alright, map 21. We're at the esport maps now. And we're on Germany, which we already said is the track reversing. So, well, at least the ending. I don't know if the start is. But we have some German visuals. Just before the maps released, we were able to determine that this was a remake of a track they played 5 years ago in World Cup 2021. Oh, that's a unique turn. I like that. Okay. Reminder, this will be in Elite Cups, and this will also be in EWC, I think. Yeah, so here, guys, we noticed something very interesting. I'm struggling to get the speed right now, but there's back boosters on the other side. And I think already here, you're intended to go backwards as you land. So this is the intended thing. And then you have a ice turnaround into forwards again. Oh my god. Oh my. And then up on the banking. Oi, 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 what is this? Wet tire uphill, okay. There's gonna be slow down tricks for that. And the same thing. Reversing part 2. This is the original feature. You go around the pillars. I don't know if people knew it then, but you can get skid marks and it's way faster. And then turn around booster into fin. And presumably also a very strong auto time. Like, the records now are only 1 second ahead of it, so I've got to drive pretty well to beat this one. You're in forwards gear, so backward speed slide don't work? Wait, Shmonio, it doesn't reset? I thought it resets on those jumps when you go under 100 speed again. I thought it was fine. You don't go under? Did I not go under on this landing? If you don't, then you probably should. I mean... Oh, I see. Wait, isn't that kind of bad? Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. I would have thought that that would make the map more interesting. If you don't go under 100, then you can't speed slide backwards, it's just PF, no? Just press forward. I guess that'll make the map and the rounds very close, but there's now less ways to show you excel at this. Like this with backward speed slides would be so cool. Damn. Also guys, the lag complaints are starting to make me feel like I have to fix this. If you guys are saying it's unwatchable. I don't know what to do though, because I feel like I've tried everything I can, so I might just end stream after campaign discovery. I don't feel the need to present you guys with PowerPoint, but yeah. I lowered bitrate now on Twitch. I think it's my internet, but we'll see. We will see. Being swayed by a vocal minority? It's more just like... it's more just like... Guys, why is he not acknowledging this? It's so laggy. And then 2 minutes later, after I talk about it, someone goes, guys, is it laggy for anyone else but me? I cannot see anything, bro. I'm gonna go blind. The streamer is attacking my eyesight. So it's a bit hard to focus on what I want to focus on when things are laggy. So we're gonna try to go without the booster. I was trying to be fancy and picking up the booster after the drift, but don't think that works. Swedish internet, bad game, truly. I will test some encoding settings after stream. Though I already did, but... see if we can get to the bottom of it. So here guys, if you want to get a good time, what's important, more than you might think, is the exact moment you press backwards when you land. Like, when you land on this block, you press backwards the moment the wheels touch the ground. Not before, so you accelerate all the way through the jump, even though you're about to land backwards. That's a bit strange. But it is the fastest for switching between forwards gear and backwards gear. So this or something of the sort. You also gotta land perpendicular with movement, so this was a very bad landing. And then I really want to avoid sliding if I can. But it's hard. Exit speed here doesn't seem to matter because of the up and downhill part. This part also seems like not that much to gain or lose. Yeah, pretty underwhelming map, I gotta be honest. Simply because these parts here feel like they're not offering what they could offer. You know? Like, the potential of this map is so high, but it feels like they missed. They missed a bit. Also, 1:15 for the auto time is pretty quick. Let's see if we can get there. The scenery is nice, though. It's cool with the little artworks. Okay, so we go down the hill and flick. Getting very slow. I need 5 seconds and we have 1.5 gained. Okay. I don't think you can do even much through this part. It's just normal. Aye. Oh, driving on the side there is going to be a very important strat, I think. Then you do go like this, you can go... What's it? There's something here where you need to press accelerate as you were turning. But I forget. Yeah, probably this will be okay. Better start. Why would the mapper make it so backward speed slides don't work? I don't know. There is some skill to what we're doing now too, but for the players, it's a lot less interesting to play. Like, the skill ceiling of the map would be a lot higher, and probably grinding it would feel more rewarding if you got rewarded for good backwards speed slides. Dude, I'm so bad at this one. But oh well. Still faster than previous run. The previous run was almost pace. Oh, fourth there is interesting. Again, a bit high, but okay. And we get a 115.8. I need 0.6 more. Shouldn't be too hard. Once you get the hang of the turnarounds, this map is okay, but I do think the auto medals of these elite maps are hunted like previously. So they might take you longer than the first 20 maps did if you're going for all auto times. It might also be that the golds are hard. Like, just finishing this in under 120 is a big challenge. Next map has 1 auto time so far, yep. Now, it is curious why there's such a jump up, but you have like 5 final bosses, I guess, of each campaign now. Oh. Here I landed with less speed and now. Am I just cooked? Well, no, because I could get a better turnaround, but... Okay, 0.3. That's gonna evaporate very quickly here. Okay. Oh, hang on, okay. Maybe this map does have some spice. With that water part. I kind of like that now. We'll see what players are able to do. Okay, so this is a very good start. And that's a good uphill. Then I just gotta not throw. Nice. 80. Yeah, pretty tough first Elite Cup map, Author Time. Gonna take a lot of grinding. On the ice, guys, the best thing I found out was to accelerate early in your turnaround. I don't know, apart from that, really. Like, the landings, as I said, backwards only when the car lands on the block. You don't want to slide down the hills because it's forwards gear. Some why. And other than that, just try to keep it clean. South Korea is the next map. This one, I wasn't able to tell what it was from the screenshot. I want to see if I recognize it now. And I gotta say the start is completely unfamiliar to me. But on the previous map, they kept only the obstacle, only the identity. It was this drift that when I looked at some screenshots kind of reminded me of something. But this does not. Oi. Huh? Okay. Oh, wait, is it, yeah. I didn't look at this map. Trackmania Grand League Fall 2020? What's this one where you balance on the rails with reactor flight? Pretty scenery, yeah, it's nice. It's vibrant. Ah, this is unfamiliar again. Huh. Okay, I like that turn a lot, although I failed it. Engine off. This map! No, I know now, I know, okay. It's still not the one I thought. Dude, this is so old. This was in one of my competitions, actually, guys. So back in 2020, I hosted an identity mapping competition where people could submit a Trackmania Grand League identity, which was basically just an obstacle competition, and this was one of the winners. I don't know if I could find the video, but I can try. I can try. Let me see. Now, was this an identity competition? Because that was back in the old game. Look at this guy. 6 years ago. Hello. I'm pretty sure it was in here. What was it called though? It went quite far because it ended up being used. Yeah, I got no clue. Okay, this is a terribly edited video, I gotta say. Wait, is there not a video that showed all of them? Hang on. Let me look a bit further. This was one. What date was this? February 7th, 2020. I think I had a video where I showed them all. Oh my god, what is this title? Lo-fi Trackmania Grand League identities to study and lose your points to. And I uploaded all the different maps one by one. This was just a montage of maps. It's in here, guys. I know it. I know it's in here. I'm scrolling. If I'm not misremembering, it's in here. Oh, maybe I am. Scrolled through most of it now. Tony Hawk. This was the inspiration for a half pipe. Is it not in here? I thought so. I thought it was. Wow. There weren't reactors? No, but it was built like differently. No, wait. You're right. There weren't reactors. This is still an old map though. Fall 2020. Hang on. Starglide. That's this one, right? Yeah, no. Okay, maybe it wasn't in my... Unless I hosted a competition in the new game as well. Which I'm starting to think I did. I really wonder if I hosted another comp. The identity was from a contest? Yeah. Yeah, this was built by the Cuber, no? This was built for the Cuber. I think it's, yeah, it's this one. Is the rest of the map also the same? Cockpit camera? Yeah, sorry. No, the rest of the map's not the same. Maybe some features, but... Okay. Sorry guys, long detour. Long detour. Let's play. Spam did the identity contest for 2020? I could swear I was somehow part of it, but maybe I was not. And I'm stealing credit. They did like the show for it on the official channel. The Trackmania channel. But whatever. Long time ago. Hard to remember everything. We get reactor up. I'm not sure that is wanted. No break, so you cannot do reactor tricks. It was both me and Spam. Softy is here to set the record straight. Alright. Thank you, Softy. Yeah, no, it's been so long. Softy B, guys, was the host of esports back then. And still very involved with Trackmania today. And it's great to see some old things come back. I think this was part of the map. Or some map, I don't know. It's beautiful though. Beautiful to see. Reactor flight up here. The drop down drift. Jump up here and then it was sharp. That's not a drift. It's just landing normal. Down below, and then this turn was... is that plastic? Aha, it's plastic. Oh, but that is a lot of flow. And then here, guys, for these flights, there are some tricks to get a very early flight. I think people were like holding brake on the last ice or something. And whew, we're gonna have to go fast. 1:16.1. We are gonna have to drive a very quick run. Maybe this is Nadeo's way to bait more people into playing Elite Cup. Like, Nadeo knows people want the author times, so they're like, alright, we make players grind a lot to beat the author time, so that by the time they've beaten the author time, they could basically try to qualify for Elite Cup. They're ready. If you beat author time on this map, it's your sign to play the Elite Cup. If they made the author time easier, then people wouldn't grind. But this run, right, I've made 0 big mistakes. I've made 1 big mistake, and I'm gonna be 5 seconds behind. 6. And +1. 6 + 1. Okay, lots of mistakes there. But are you seeing this? That's a pretty absurd gap, nonetheless. It's just full sand. I'll release here to not crash. I wonder if you could get a reactor down, if that's advantageous. I mean, you can kind of just do this though, no? Yeah, way better. And you can get sumpt wide, and it's honestly almost okay. Build speed for that one. I want to see my copium time here, instead of just throwing endless runs at this. Trying to remember that before driving it a lot. Okay, so I'm minus 1.3. I'm not slow enough at the start of the turnaround. I think that's it. Okay. Oh my god, this would miss it by a second. This would miss author time by a second still. That was 1:16.8. And we're at like author time 1:16.1. So this one, guys, whew, said it last campaign for Brazil, probably is gonna be the hardest author time of this one. And if you want to beat it, be prepared to grind quite a lot. I'm gonna try to tell you things I notice along the way, but I gotta be honest here, this is not an author time that many people are gonna be fast enough to beat. Because you can get the reactors at the end, but you get eliminated on pace pretty quickly in the rest of the map. And you kind of don't even notice it happening, but it's just like you're losing 0.1, 0.2 in every corner. And suddenly you're a second and a half behind the AT before you go for the ending tricks. There is still some leeway, but yeah. I'm expecting this to be too slow. And it is by 0.8, okay. I'm never getting a medal on the black tracks. And, you know, it is some moment to try to rise to a new level if you want to use, like, the entire season challenging this one. But, yeah. Pretty tough. I think there's something to not getting sent too wide here for me right now. If I'm able to stay here and build speed out of that, it'll be a lot faster. Koa, thank you for the 20 months. Yes, I do read chat. Just less after all the complaints about lag I cannot fix at this moment. Just gotta try to make a good video regardless. Because I'm local recording. It's fixed low-key? I don't believe you guys. Because I'm still seeing complaints. But okay. We power through like a PowerPoint. Good. Oh, so you can exit steering left. Okay, that's... Yeah, okay. That's a big find. Basically on the ice, you can kind of ice slide out of the reactor part, I guess. Ooh. Okay, I gotta hold on to 4th gear. And then here, 4th gear, also very important. For the grass part itself, afterwards I'm okay with dropping it. Okay, not bad. So, that took a little less time than I expected, honestly. But yeah, I'll show you guys. For me at least, this was the biggest thing I didn't understand. The end itself, you just have to align straight with where the car is going. Like you're kind of charging up an arrow, and you just want the arrow to be pointed where you're going as you do the turnarounds in the end. But here, left tap on the reactor, and then right when you get to the platform. Okay, maybe wait till the end. How did the auto times compare? I'd say both Germany and South Korea were harder auto times than China and France were. But yeah, last time it was USA a bit, and then Brazil was the really hard one. So here, like look, we're charging up the arrow, and then this one was bad, because I had to steer during the flight, you see? But this one, pretty good, pretty straight. And the last one, pretty good as well. Car can immediately start zooping. Yeah, fast time by Cackney. Alright, Canada 2026. Carl Jr.'s territory. Guys, we are one turn into the map. And already I gotta say the map design is quite amusing. It's quite amusing. It's rare you see a beaver map than this. I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of people say they're gonna leave the stream. I'm sorry to see you guys go. Thank you for watching. We have slaloms, and I suspect, guys, from the screenshots we saw, at the end of this map we'll have the iconic Trackmania slalom part, where Carl Jr. won World Cup in 2021. It's also got some, like, slight throwbacks to it here in the route. But not anything that's, like, exact. Okay, this turn though, yeah, now we're here, okay. So this part from here should be all the same. Down the hill. Oh, actually, it keeps going. Ah, because it starts here. Okay. So it's different, but it's slalom. What I think? I mean, the Trackmania Grand League slalom that we've seen in World Cups is a lot simpler and simpler to understand visually. But I do quite like this one as well. On a first impression. It looks very hard to drive well. Can you give tips on map 10 on how you drive the snow car? I can try, so... Basically, it's a bit like driving a real car. But depends on which car you drive. But if you drive a real car and it looks a little something like this, then you're gonna be able to drive map 10 with the snow car a lot better. Like, you gotta, you know, think about the fact that each time you turn, you lose speed. So you want to turn very gently. So you should use action keys. That's my recommendation. Get me out of the stream. Am I a terrible streamer today, guys? I'm trying my best. Trying my best under the circumstances we are faced with. Just came in. Why did he show a picture of my house? It never occurred to me when I took a picture of the garbage can that someone could live in it. It's so bumpy the start too, no? Very bumpy. Like right here. Doing something wrong. I'll continue with this because I gotta learn the rest of the map. Especially this turn here, you just throw the car into the sausage turn. Once you get past that, you can full speed up. And now this turn makes a little bit more sense. Oh, this is so difficult too. No brake slalom here. And then dirt slalom. I mean, guys, this is gonna be sick to watch. I only have to beat author time, but the pros, they have to drive such insane lines here in rounds. Typically, no, ice slide is better for ends like this. That's a 108. 108. How bad was my start? It must have been terrible. Guys, it's pretty clear this this author medal is not meant for everybody to be able to beat, I gotta say. Nadeo did not make this one beatable for the majority of the player base. Because we got no brakes, and that turn is so sharp. I need to see Copium again though. Slalom, slalom. I have 4th gear. That's actually something I missed last time. It's snow, okay. So I should be all the way out here, doing this wrong. Ooh. One more. Trying to get a smooth line on the grass. Smooth line through here. And okay, I mean, that's bad, but this is still like a 106. A good run for me right now looks like a 106. That's gotten me a little bit worried. Let's just drive a clean run and see where it ends up. But yeah, it looks like a 106. So not ideal. But it might be that there's gonna be like a distinction, guys. Like, it's almost like you could consider the official campaign runs until map 20 now, and the last 5 maps are like the esport maps, because they feel so separate in terms of what they demand from you and what times you have to drive. The tricks. You just didn't touch them last season. How low is it here? Okay, that was better. And that was better. This turn now flows very nicely. That was smooth, wide. Inside line here. Oh, I missed the entry to this. Was this fast enough? With a good end, that would have tied it. Okay. So the splits here, guys, until last checkpoint are basically what we need. And look, we beat Carl on his World Cup map. Not too bad. Maybe they could give 25 maps and still these ones, true. But I do think that would bring significantly less players to the esport maps and the elite circuit overall. Like, it makes sense that they're combining them. Because we've seen that before. When they separate them more, people just don't play. So now there's a very, like, natural step where campaign hunters or people that just play the game can understand, okay, this is the maps you have to play if you want to go play. No risky finishes? There's a risky finish on this. To the right. It's not particularly risky, but it is there. Do people play these? I mean, you do have some new faces in the Elite Cups that you might not... You probably wouldn't have seen play it had it just been in a different folder. Like Mulla was a happy surprise. A lot of the American players, like Flimsy, and I haven't seen them compete in Trackmania esports before. So that was cool. So right now we are ahead of the pace. They're just such full sun maps. Wait. Still fine because kept fourth. Low. So, how... How do I set this up? This... And just kinda go. Yeah, but now I lost speed. Camp 2 might be nice. Dude, this is difficult. Very, very difficult. Have you guys played this one yet, chat? Any personal bests to speak of? I cannot be the only one struggling. Check in a second what you guys are saying. 3 minutes 35, 4:39. Yeah. Also makes sense if you guys are playing the earlier maps, of course. Instead of jumping straight to this. You were so excited to get more maps to grind, this new stuff you have no chance at. Well, with this map, you're not gonna have a chance until you try. And... I mean, I'm a believer that this can be learned even if you're new to the game, but... You have to treat it very much like a dance. Where you rehearse every step of the dance and then... put it together in a single performance. You don't need to necessarily learn all of dancing to learn one dance choreography very precisely. But this is very hard. And likely gonna take a while if you are not that experienced in Trackmania. How much would you say in Trackmania is reaction versus memorization? for competitions like this, where they have 3+ weeks to train the map, it's a lot of just memorization. There's some small reaction stuff they gotta do, like knowing what type of trajectory they're on, what type of gear they're in, you know, minimally adjusting a line, but most of that they know the answer to already from so many practice runs. That you don't need to come up with a solution in the moment. You see what happens to the car and you know what you should do. Why was Korea so boring? I mean, it's based on a quite simple esport map from back in the day. It's a clean aesthetic. This one is more, more claustrophobic and noisy, but also, you know. Cuppa today, I probably am not gonna play it. It's no Troll Cup or anything like that, so we're not missing out on a fancy one, I don't think. And, more importantly, I gotta fix some lag problems, I think, before I make a lot of low FPS content. So my plan is to play the campaign and then see what I can do to fix it. Ooh. Yeah, it's still doable with the start, but it's harder now. Is there space? Yep. Yeah, speed does not matter here. Ay, ay, ay. I want to correct my line down the hill, but you cannot ice slide. No, guys, this is actually fine now. I feel like I'm getting more and more pace. Like, up to the end, I can be probably about a second ahead of the author time in pace. Which means I don't need to do a crazy good end to get like a 103 or just 104 low. My PB splits is already tied with it. To the ending. I like the setup. I like the line too. I'm gonna miss. Yeah, or not miss, but it's not fast enough. 0.6. Okay. Solid. 0.2 to go. Good splits there, but the end was a bit too wobbly. Whatever, let's continue this one. Slow, but we'll survive. Just started playing this map, your PB is over 2 minutes. It takes a while to memorize where every obstacle is, where you have to go even. The route. But aesthetically, I think it's very Very pleasing. What's the point of the risk if it's the same as the safe? It's not. You see that it's closer? Is Trackmania a rhythm game? So, hot take. Some maps definitely are. This one is not. But some maps are effectively rhythm games. Press left at the correct time, then press right at the correct time. When everything is one sequence. I think maps like... We've seen some maps in the Beacon World League. The Trackmania Competitive League. That feel very similar to rhythm games when you watch them. Like, cause the turns all happen back to back, press left, press right, press left, press right. This right here feels a bit rhythm gamey, with the slaloms also. This though breaks the flow. Yeah, I gotta remember the ghost is fast. At this moment, do I have a favorite map in the Elite Cup? Favorite map to watch was probably... I mean, France had a lot of good rounds at the ending. China with the bug slide was hype. Greece a little bit long and slow. Out of the current ones here, I think this is going to be the most fun to watch. But I haven't seen the last two. I haven't seen Hungary and... what's the fifth one? Oh no, yeah. This is the second last, right? Because we already played Germany, South Korea, and... oh no, yeah, there's two more. There's this and Australia. This, Hungary, Australia. Okay. Guys, I gotta lock in. It's gonna be a very long discovery if I don't get this soon. And this is, like I said, half a second ahead of author pace, at least, until this point. So even though I'm failing a bit, it's still all good. Just about getting a solid ending now. Can't see. Can't see. That's very slow now. Yeah. I should have it within 3 more runs, honestly. I just need to stop crashing. Just need to stop crashing everywhere. How much faster I think the times will be in the Elite Cup? I think people will do 102 here. Like, it's so early. Consider they'll have a month of practice. Perfecting every line and every segment. And maybe finding tricks and strats we're not aware of yet. I would have a hard time imagining that 102 is going to be very possible in the cup. The level is just pretty insane. It's also like no one can be that close to the limit in the first 20-30 minutes of learning. Such an advanced track. They get there. Fifu, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's so kind. I appreciate that a lot. Let's see if we can get the end here in the author time. No. Oh, and the checkpoint is so annoyingly placed. I can't practice it. Damn. Admin? Reactor flight? Should be slower, guys. But they have given us reactor boosts. That's interesting. Good. Aha, okay. This is very fast now. Okay, this one failed as well. I just needed this and it was auto time. I'll buy a lot too, I think, or? Yeah, buy a solid 10th. Maybe not a lot. This ending is too difficult for me. Like, I know what to do, but it's just so hard to get the car to angle where I want it to. No ice? True. I mean, they had bobsleigh, but no proper ice map. And there's very little ice as well in the Elite Cup map so far. Not even an ice slide at all. You have the reactor over ice stuff, but that doesn't count. Oh. Watching you suck at this will make me appreciate when the good people actually did perfectly 40 rounds in a row. Buckley, you can get an appreciation for mile level if you just boot up the map. Oh, like try to beat the gold medal, Buckley. You don't need to say I suck. You can just play the track and see how hard 109 is to beat. It's already quite challenging. Oh yeah. I don't know, seems pretty easy. You just have to do everything perfectly without messing up. Yeah, true. Just do it. Just don't crash a single obstacle while full speeding through at ridiculous pace. And you got the off time. And you really gotta ask the question, why would you crash? Like, right there. You might ask me, streamer, why did you crash? Because at the surface it doesn't seem to make sense. Hold on, that just slowed you down. Wouldn't it not be faster and advised to avoid such a mistake in the future? Answer would be yes. Okay. Good start. Oh, so slow. This is the first time you ever miss a cup of the day because you spent too long in pain? No, it's not. It's not. It's happened before. Summer 2024? The desert car author time? That alone took over 2 hours. Also, it's not missing a cup of the day if I don't want to play it, Buckley. I am choosing this path. I think it was summer 2024-25, the desert car author time. That only like 1,000 people out of how many ended up getting at the end. It's like the hardest author time we've seen officially. Was maybe beaten by Brazil though, I'm not sure. No, Brazil I had top 2k. That was still author time. Good line. Good speed. Not sideways enough. Not backwards enough. Momentum going sideways instead of down. Oh, Jesus. I said only 3 more runs, and that was 10 minutes ago, guys. This has been a long time. It's been a long time, very close to it. You swear Nadeo does it on purpose with the checkpoint placements? It is good to have a checkpoint there when you're playing the cup, I think, like the Elite Cup. For practicing the end though, it's so annoying. If you don't build like a part map. You should not need to build a part map to get the author time. Here we go again, let's see. No, wrong angle. It'll be close, but it won't be 80. 0.61. Still behind it, and there's a 102 by Heave. Small PB though. So much speed. Satisfying 4th gear. Big mistake there. Oh, I'm losing my lead. It's still fast enough even with a bad end now. But it needs to be a bit better. Maybe actually, because I have a straight line. Okay. Come on, dude. It's so close. It is really so close. The pace is so fast. And then I'm completely trolling. It's just a matter of trusting. Like a bit like I talked about when you chart up the arrow thing. It's a bit about trusting the car when it's positioned downhill that way. That you have the right lineup. I might want to try Chem 3, but I don't really want to. But yeah, straight line to the finish there without steering down the hill is the ideal. How are people getting 1.5 seconds on that? It is 0.4 up till the end and 1.1 seconds in the end itself. The very last turnaround would be my guess. Because the run was pretty good. But the end was abysmal. Focus too much on 4th gear and not my line. Okay. Am I playing couple today? No. I want to get the author times and then I want to fix whatever issues cause the lag before I stream other things. Is the plan. I'm too tired of the lag complaining and I don't want to provide a bad stream quality either. So yeah. Plan is to fix that first of all. Low-key gone, no, but people say that and then someone comes in 3 minutes later, virtual, I can't believe you're so unprofessional, blah blah blah, unwatchable. Yeah. Don't know. Don't know why this is happening, guys. I think it's just my internet. Somehow not handling like 20 megabytes of data per second. When I have upload speeds that are upwards of 100, should be okay. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Oh god. Okay, I can't drive against this ghost. Just gonna turn off the ghost and drive. Damn. Yeah, these splits are good, despite the slow start. Now though, I think I touched the snow, so I'll gain. And I'm more inside line, so I'll be blue. Okay, equal. So here guys, we can basically safety and still get it. Gotta not crash. And that should be it. Wow. Yeah, that is an unbelievably hard auto trim. That took far too long. That took far too long, but whew, we made it through. Maybe in like half an hour, I don't even know. Let's check out the last two maps. Australia, world record by Mutta. Okay. Who would have thought? You can do 0.2 better. I mean, I can do a lot better. But I am glad for now that I can take a break from Canada and check out the next map. I love that they made this like very deserty as well. Australia in the aesthetic. And oh my god. Wait, this is so crazy for competitive. So guys, never in Trackmania esports history have we had a competitive map that is like full speed. I don't, like, we've had parts where you just press accelerate and whatever, but with speed slides and all, this is quite crazy. And this seems to be a almost normal full speed map. Outside line there. Okay, well. One slow part, kind of like a hop, kangaroo hop. Plastic flick, it's not total full speed, but it's looking fast. Uh-huh. Yo, this map is sick though. With the agility dash throwback. Yeah, this is okay. This is where it begins. If you guys didn't watch Trackmania Esports 3 years ago now, one of the most iconic maps back then was this, called Agility Dash, where you just weave back and forth on plastic tiles. And the pros do it at very high speeds. And that's what's made it into this map. 1:17 auto time seems a tiny bit more forgiving, but I don't think I would ever dare call it easy after what we experienced on the previous map. Oh my god, you can gain so much time here. Like, in the full speed part alone, you can gain 0.4 maybe with good speed slides versus no bad speed slides. Low ramp cut. And then up on the outside. Then there was sand, something. Yeah, down into the sand. Could probably keep third gear. Same mistake as last time, going low there. I want to go high up. Catch the early landing. If you land early on this, you can set up everything else early too. Oh boy, it's another... okay. Guys, this is gonna be hard as well. I need to be clean here now. So this dirt thing is more like a wall ride. Full speed slide through here. Speed slide down. And I gained a second. Couple day full speed today. We're probably gonna have 45 minutes of this instead. Very difficult. You still find time for that. I was gonna say that white block up there looks like it was platform, but it's not, right? Oh, it's below, okay. This. Am I going too early? Maybe. It's gotta be fine. 0.7 through the full speed part compared to my first runs. I clipped, but I'll continue. Clip, but I'll continue. Those crashes probably cost, let's say, 1.5 seconds at most. Now setting up wider, I can full speed this. Speed slide down. Try to go wider to keep third. Should be possible. I didn't get it. And then agility dash. I'm curious how many people even have this one. It's 15 maybe? Not a lot yet. I'm at that checkpoint at 1:15. And the ending is 5 seconds away. Also 1:19 pace run. Yeah, but the speed here matters though, and this matters. That's a good find. Not going so wide there. And this matters. Oof. No author time, what a fraud. Bro, they made the author times crazy. I beat the first 20 in 40 minutes. Something minutes. And then these last 5 have just been extreme. Pretty bold by Nadeo. But they're making you drive a really proper run on a competitive track to achieve each author time. Which I guess fair game, but like look at the pace here, right? No mistakes so far. I'll try to get my first no respawn run to the finish. I'm expecting it to be like 1:18 high. That's what I'm expecting right now. Yeah, third gear there, huge speed. Oh my. Okay, it's actually a bit closer. But this, yeah, this would have been 1:18 mid. Maybe without the bumps, 1:18.4. It's I was late for this one. That's where the problem started. Yeah, 1:18.2. Essentially, only minor mistakes in that run. Nice. Yeah, this is a big difference. This run is probably pace, actually. I'd believe this is optimal pace. Until here. Oh, bit of a clip. 117.9, and that is 18th so far. So less than 18 people have this one. Do I continue this? It's so much speed lost. Maybe with a good downhill turn here though, it's fine. Yeah. We gotta be able to continue that. Can I go low here? I can, but it doesn't seem so fast. Sorry for not being so talkative, guys. It's just I really gotta focus to get clean runs on maps that are this long. It's not as easy as the first couple of ones where you can just do a lot of mistakes and still be fast enough. Here, if you start making, yeah, inaccuracies, you don't get the AT. Like, this is, well, still doable, but I've made it a lot harder myself. Who is SHCR? Shadowcrancer. Very good campaign player. Also could do well in competitive, I believe, if he was interested in it. Very good at full speed. But I don't think he is interested at the moment. There's some players like that if they played, they would do really well. I think Complex is another one. Barbos could probably learn this. Probably some names I'm forgetting too. To be added in the could be pro if they wanted to. Yeah, so I'm gonna go outside line here. The map is sick though, guys. I have no complaints about the map itself. The only complaint is for my own driving at the moment. I do like the track a lot. And you know, maybe we can argue if the auto times are a bit overtuned. Like if we ask to what purpose do we have such difficult ATs? Is it to motivate the casuals to play the maps? Because I don't know if they achieve that goal, you know? Is it to give a challenge? Because it is a good challenge. I should avoid that jump, that's lazy. Laziness. I steered wrong. This was pace. Yeah, here again. I need to get up, one input, then down. And same up, one input, then down. I'm trying to do it in like one smooth turn, but it's not smooth that way. Is this fast enough? A 0.41 close. This is a good line. Oh, but the slide activated so early. Damn. Yeah, I was 0.3 ahead on this checkpoint earlier. That is not happening now. Pace here is still okay. Talked about avoiding this next jump here if I can. I don't think you fully can. Point 3 behind, 0.4 behind. Hey guys, sorry, I just gotta full focus on the driving. I'm not kinda able to answer any questions right now or have long periods of reading text while driving. We're gonna get stuck, and we need to beat this campaign. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'm seeing walls of texts that I'm not able to read, so forgive me. Forgive me. More speed, 5 more speed rather. Yeah, this is what I want. This is so good. Okay. That's an interesting split. Show you guys the idea behind that later. What happened, but let's try to get it now. Oi. Where am I going? Maybe it's still pace? No. Damn, okay, so the idea that I gained a ton of speed here, guys, is that you don't want to instantly slide out of this quarter pipe. You want to delay the slide so that you can get up high for this entry and then steer less on the sand. And this one gains so much time, done well. You can maybe see the difference in my ghost if I get it right. Like, delay speed slide here now. And get up high, and then this. That is always going to be very fast to do. Oh, I have 5th gear, wow. So that's gonna help a lot. I can make quite big mistakes now with that line. And still auto time. Oof. What map is this? This is Australia 2026, the 24th map of the spring campaign. This map will also be used in Elite Cups and later EWC. So pros gotta practice their speed slides all throughout the spring and summer. Oh, I ate. Yeah, I was hoping it would just stay 4th. Okay, maybe. Will EWC have last campaign's black maps? I think so. I don't know how it works. Come on, guys, we're taking way too long. Like, this is a little hard, but it's not half an hour per map difficult, I feel. Way too wide. Yuck. Low speed. It might be possible from this, but it would take a really strong end. No, I don't think it is possible. If it is possible from here, then this auto time is a lot easier than I first expected. And it barely is. Okay. Yeah, so honestly, with a good end, quite beatable. Wouldn't say it's that hard. This run was pretty slow until the ending. Last map, guys, let's take a look at Hungary 2026. We have Pusito Paco, the Hungarian player, with the world record here. And what is going on here? We got Sausage Drift in the start, Reactor. On the grass, okay. And then this loop that we saw the screenshot of, yeah. A lot of nature and people and the scenery aesthetic. It's not ringing any bells so far. Oh. That's a cool transition. I figured it was a drift, but 180 is crazy. Haha. Oh, is this not gonna bug though? I would not trust putting pipes like that. That needs to be tested. It's a cool idea, but I'm scared this is gonna bug for the pros. Then drop down and jump up. This end too, pretty hard. But cool idea. Okay. 101.97 the other time. Some nice ramp cut idea you can do in the start too. I quite like this. So sharp, no? What did Paco do? I think he just wanted to establish dominance immediately. Like, he saw, you know, when the campaign started, oh, there's a Hungary map. I'm Hungarian. Let me, boot up. Or, he shortcut the map built for his own country. But I think it's more a matter of pace here than anything. Just people mostly playing for auto time versus Paco hunting. Here. Oh, these turns are so hard. so difficult only to survive them. I'm not even thinking about the line I'm driving, I'm just trying not to crash. Okay. Build speed for the loop. Something, something, don't crash the hole, yeah. Sharp drift. This one, and then it was underneath. And then long 180. And then pipes. Ow. Let's see the copium on this. It had one crash. Felt pretty good though. Oh, we do it properly. Guys, I am so bad today. I'm not able to aim the car where I want to go. There we go. I have more speed for the end. Is that gonna make it easier? I actually think so, because with so much speed, you don't need to be so careful about landing the pipe. I think you just kind of... like, a world record might just slam into the pipe and bounce to the finish. Rather than try to elegantly land on it. You know? Something like that. Yeah. I'm not able to get it. Even just full crashing. Okay. Yeah, that. Okay, that's a 1:02:02. Which is basically tying out the time with the crash. So if we overlook the however many respawns that was, maybe 15, we have the pace. Just don't respawn 15 times. Okay, I cannot lose the gear there. Out here, I think this is the better entry. Is that way, get more through here. Around and up. And wide. And up. Okay. This one did not take as long as the others. And that is the spring campaign, everybody. 2 hours, 29 minutes for the author times. The majority spent in Canada, I believe. Canada and Australia took so long. South Korea was difficult as well. But overall, I enjoyed the campaign. Now, I'm curious. I'm curious about some records. Stopping timer is part of a speedrun, you're right. Have we seen any absurd records in the meantime? This used to be Corny's record, now it's Cam's. Just sharp line, they're still gonna do the low speed bump up. Okay, I mean, same strat. I also saw Corny here with a huge gap. And I thought maybe they found something more than the bug slide idea. Because the bug slide, absolutely. Yeah, the bug slide idea. Dazzy is not doing it though, and he's very close. Oh, he's staying low? This looks a bit strange. That's to keep fourth gear, or? Huh. Yeah, pull down on the inside makes sense. And then just low. Any other cute ideas? Someone said check 21. You sent this way earlier as a cooler trick on 08. Did you get all author times? Yeah, we finally got there. Cooler trick on 08. Watching? Oh. Yeah, but... Jacob, these like segmented runs are so unrealistic, no? Like, is this as unrealistic as the Brazil one? This looks crazy. But maybe possible. Season's over, we can pack it up. At least for the author times. My god, that was difficult. Now we can enjoy some runs. Tarper with a good one here. A different line. No, outside line better. Here his drift was very good. Top 0.1%. Guys, are we doing it with the snow car and the rally car and the desert car and... Oi, 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 oi. These maps? Maybe... Nadeo, you need people to look at your tracks. This is the second time. That a map gets destroyed. Okay, so this is a good thing, I would say. If you're looking for the author time here, guys, you now have a recipe to copy. It's gonna get fixed on comp, of course, but it creates a lot of confusion. Creates a lot of confusion. Map 17? Well, nothing special here, or? Your top 0-1 with 6 minutes of playtimes on the snow map. But the thing is, I was trying to hold them all at once, lace you up. That was the problem in past campaigns. So I could get it now for once, but it would get beaten. Got a 0.2 PB on 16. You need to check it out. Sky very cool. Full speed almost end. Map 15 was the multi-lap, yeah? Oh no. I haven't seen 15, yeah? This was the symmetrical one. I was hoping for an engine off skip here. Oh la la, no slide de merde. That's crazy. Yeah, just not sliding on the plastic at all. Plastic bump there on the corner. Cute. What did Calvin do? His keyboard. Aha. Same idea, but on the other side. Kelvin not keyboard? I take it back. Kelvin is not keyboard. Can't believe I made such an error. People are way too good at this game, yeah, and it's immediate. The maps just dropped and things are going crazy. Quinn just PB'd on 16. I'll check this out for Quinn, since he got the record. These will change so quickly though. Although this looks like a good time. Yeah, nice. Oh, nice bug slide exit and no slide. He kept the grip there, that's nice. Dropped fourth, might not matter. Eighth, fifth, okay. Still a little bit of room, but that's a nice run. People said check, proceed to Paco in Hungary, I can check. Is this campaign better than the last? I'd say... Whew. Yeah, I think, well... There are some maps I didn't really feel like playing again. But there are also maps I can see myself hunting. Probably about the same. About the same. Huge speed through the loop. Does he go outside all the way for fourth gear? Of course he does, that's really fast. Max speed onto this. Very nice turn. Low. Better drift setup. Yeah. Again a good line, and is he just gonna slam the end? He lost a bit of speed there, but a slam like that will be the fastest strat actually. Crazy run for how early it is. It's like 1 hour. Would you give winter and spring out of 10? I'd say probably an 8 for both. They're missing some track styles, but 8 out of 10. What else? Pack world record, okay. Guys, the one mystery that's still on my mind is... What was map 18? What was this one? I think it's a remake of something. This turn feels very Nations Forever. This turn also, although wait. No, this turn does not feel Nations Forever anymore. Could be, but rare. Feels more like Trackmania 2. But then this. Yeah, I don't know. It's something, I think, but I can't place it. Is there an ice map? Not really. The best excuse for an ice map was some bobsleigh thing. But it was not very impressive. I think it's 13. This is the only ice I saw. Maybe some reactor tricks to be found. Pretty plain though. So yeah, something's missing. Overall, pretty good. Favorite map for me? Favorite map? Maybe map 15. I like stuff like that. I can see myself hunting 15, 20. The Elite Cup maps and all that for fun. And then there are some that are like, you know, if I do the top 1%, whatever, I'll hunt but maybe not enjoy them as much. Yeah. Go hunt 08. Now guys, I think I want to go fix my lag problems. We can watch Modas Australia. Will we play ranked this season? I think I will, yeah. I think I will. I enjoyed most of the easy maps, and those are the ones you get the most. So just speed slides from Mudda. He's gonna be faster than everyone. That's what he does. Does he do the delayed slide here? No. Oh, but he doesn't need it. Wow. Yeah, that is a very good start. Yeah, I dare say Mudda Elcon in this Elites Cup on Australia will be so hard to beat. Josh as well. Josh, British player. And then the end, perhaps about the same. He's already gained so much time. Inside line and then up with third gear, yeah. Cackney ahead though. That earlier landing for Mudda, he knows this identity perfectly. From 2023. Blue car looks good on this track, true. We can also watch the other elite maps. South Korea was pretty plain, but the driving here will look sick in rounds. Like, the map is plain, but the competition will be close, and the reactor in the end will be a fiesta, I think. Still plenty of room to improve on all these maps, though. Like, you can probably, guys, take off at least, I think, close to 1 second of each record at the moment. Because they will just find so many things over the next couple of weeks. Maybe the exception being this map because it's more plain. But you see, like, they're going back and forth, they're oscillating. Cackney gains 0.2, then Binks gains 0.2, then Cackney comes back. So if you combine all the best segments, it's probably like -1. And they're doing the same thing, like slowing down a ton to get pushed forward immediately. Cackney is a new player. He started only 3 years ago. Let's also check out Heave's Canada record. 102 here. I think this is what we're gonna have to expect from the players in rounds. 102. And the world record might end up 102 low. With enough hunting. Canada has an end cut as well. It's brain rot but funny. Has anyone done it yet or no? Oh, this looks hard. Does he release? No, he just full speeds. A pre-drift here is cute. 4th gear, nice. Okay, very inside approach, but I guess it's fine. I think slightly wider would be better though. And then the end. Not assuming Heave did any shortcut. Just clean snowflake. And barely gets there. It's hunting only. If you have a clip, it would be fun to see. End cut. On this. I mean, the reset is down there. So I'm assuming you can fly up the pillar and skip the reset. Is that the idea? Like, you crash up the checkpoint and... woo. Or maybe hit a tree, yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. Let me open it in Map Editor. Let's see. See if we can be a bit tricky. Just gonna make this very efficient. Alright, we got speed. And we're going into the end. How would you do this? I actually want to place a checkpoint. Wait. Did they change the menus here? I want to place a checkpoint here. Okay. What am I doing? I'm just checking the shortcut idea for this map that Lacy Up was talking about. We've already beaten the campaign, so this is just post-credits. Can you drive up? You'd have to hit the corner. If you hit the tree, I can see it. Like this one. I can see that more. Or something over there. But the idea is to skip the reset. Bad clip, but you see the idea. You got one? Let's see. Bro. Oh no, my god. Yeah, okay. It's always, you place a reactor, your map becomes a reactor map. We've seen this so many times. Just free, just fly to the fin. Could try his setup, but there's gotta be something here, no? Or if you could flip the car on like a pillar over here. Well, maybe I'm getting a bit tricked by my own checkpoint now. You don't need to go over this way. Yeah, this would be efficient if you could skip checkpoints. And it's engine off, I should remember, wait. So this I should remove. Yeah, the checkpoint would remove engine off, which is bad. Maybe this is the best, because you insta-fly with this, right? Sends you airborne. And maybe upside down with a line for the regular one. This is something for the grinders. Give it a day and Jacob has a tool assisted run of this that's like 58 with this uncut. Looks like you need a left input as you hit the pillar. To fly to the checkpoint. Or maybe stopping accelerate. Is there anything else you could hit? Last check. To flip the car in an advantageous way, I don't see it. DJ Bricks, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. It already saves about 3 seconds. That's so crazy. So crazy. But this is such a brain rot idea. What if we go... This is too little flight, right? Idea would be to get the checkpoint and like climb up this wall, but it's too slow. Thank you so much, DJ Rex. I appreciate it. And the sub as well. Guys, I am unfortunately gonna call it a day. Very short stream, but yeah, I don't want to stream with lag problems. I'm really sorry about that. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I'm gonna talk to my smartest friends. They're gonna help me fix it. And next stream will be better. I'll also run some tests, so not on this channel. But yeah, sorry about that. I really wanna. Why is this guy so annoying in YouTube chat? What's the point? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna fix it for next stream. Thank you for being patient with me. Jan, thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate that a lot. I gotta do an outro real quick for the YouTube video. So let me do that real quick. And then I'll end. Okay, lock in. Lock in. 20 seconds of energy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the... Oh, what was it? Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the spring campaign, all 25 author times. Let me know what you thought about the campaign in the comments. I thought it was an 8 out of 10. A little bit too many alt cars that I saw on that one beach, and very hard author medals, but good diversity. I enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll probably make a bit of other content about the campaign in the next couple of days, so look out for that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye. I keep forgetting what I'm even saying. And I'll also say goodbye to you now, chat. Thank you for watching. Proper goodbye this time. No bait. I'll see you in the next stream. I'll fix the lag. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Much love. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye. 07. Bye-bye. Next stream, hopefully tomorrow.